Meanwhile, India sees the ASEAN, or the Association of Southeast Asian Nations, as its extended neighbourhood, a region which shares civilizational links with India in terms of culture, heritage and religion. And the Prime Minister of India, Mr. Narendra Modi, has invested a lot of diplomatic capital in improving relations with Southeast Asian countries. He's injected a sense of urgency into India's engagements with the ASEAN by renaming New Delhi's Look East policy as Act East policy. Prime Minister Modi himself has travelled to some countries in the region, most of them, and in January this year, India hosted all 10 ASEAN leaders to celebrate 25 years of their relations. The 10 ASEAN countries have emerged as the linchpin for India's strategic interests in the Indo-Pacific. It's a phrase that has gained currency in recent months. India is undertaking infrastructure development projects in the ASEAN, such as the Kaladan project and development of the Sitwe port in Myanmar or the trilateral India-Myanmar-Thailand highway. But in spite of this newfound bonhomie, in spite of these efforts, there are no takers, interestingly, for India's credit. This is what Delhi proposed: a $1 billion credit line for digital connectivity with Southeast Asia. The response has been tepid. Only Laos so far has responded positively to the proposal. The Prime Minister of India first mooted the credit line back in 2015 at the ASEAN summit in Malaysia. The Export-Import Bank of India was to release these funds, but even the subsequent offer of a $40 million grant to kickstart projects in Cambodia and Vietnam, Laos and Myanmar failed to generate the interest for it. This lukewarm response from ASEAN is the latest example of delivery deficit hurting India's foreign policy. India needs to get its act together if it is to beat China at its own game in the Indo-Pacific.